Hi, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, we just had a very wet trip back. What had happened was we had a very heavy fall of rain when we were at the internet, not at the internet cafe, we were at the restaurant where they have free Wi-Fi, and we go there and we have dinner, and while we're having dinner we upload how many videos, honey? Five. We uploaded 5 videos tonight. Well, we had a storm of, a relative storm of comments about the interviews that we have conducted in our little series, our tongue-in-cheek series of Hot Sexy Filipina. Now, isn't it strange that because the 2 Filipinas that we've just interviewed, very young 19-year-old niece of Beth, Maria Therese, and Beth's sister, who has just come, she's just returned from a life in, let me see, in Manila of some years, broken relationship, and that was some time ago, and she's finally come home. And we were happy to help her, we're happy to be of support to her now, emotionally and every other way. And we're a family. Right, so we decided that we'd do a video, and we did a video of these 2 people. Now, I don't know why this should be such a subject of comment when Beth put up a fun video of her mum, for God's sake, bathing, and she called it Hot Filipina Bathing, and it's Nanay. Nanay has now had over 200,000 views. Okay, now none of the outrage or advice or comments came about Nanay, and we've had a lot of confusing, conflicting comments and advice and statements, some of them quite firm, and I don't think this is right, and we're trying to actually make sense of that, because we're not intending to go into the dating service. That's not our scene. Are we intending to do videos of hot sexy Filipinas instead of give food to people who need it? Surprise, surprise, no, we're not. What we try to do, and have been advised by many of our subscribers, do some of the fun videos. And this, I think that interviewing a young woman who has hopes and fears and plans and ambitions, which I may not actually agree with, any more than I agree with someone's religious views. What I say about the interviews that we've done is put a hold on your judgment about the rights and wrongs. Listen to what someone else's wife, someone else's ideas are on life. So, in the same way that you may believe in God and I may not, or I may believe in God but just in a different way to you. Maybe you're Roman Catholic and I'm an Aspidestra, or I'm not trying to make light of this, but I am trying to lighten it up, that in fact it's not really for anybody to judge whether somebody's too young. 19 years old in the Philippines is not too young to get married. Now, if you're thinking that she's too immature, look at the young girl that we interviewed in the restaurant in Vedasto. Now, unfortunately, the sound was bad. Tomorrow we're getting a new camera fairly soon, plus a better mic, and so things will be improving on that, I promise. All right, but when we interviewed the young woman in Vedasto, people thought she was too young. Boy, you should have heard what that woman had actually thought up for her life. she was studying business administration. She does the books for that Vidasto. She's only 20 years old. She is a live spark. She's dresses down plain when she's doing her job as a waitress, which is more or less what's required for that particular kind of job. And when you see her outside, she is a fashionista. She knows how to dress, she knows how to look pretty, and she was pretty gorgeous. She has plans. Her ambitions are to open a restaurant. And what is she doing about that? Well, she's handling various parts of the management of the restaurant that she works in. Now, if you know a better way to find out, to learn a job about something that you want to do, if you know a better way than actually taking a job in that area, I'd be interested to hear it. Because she wants to have a restaurant. So she's gone to a restaurant and she works damned hard there, 10 hours. Usually it looks like about 10 hours a day. So she is a bright woman with ambition, and she's only 20. Now, admittedly, everybody is different. So the young Philip we showed you, who is the niece of Beth, is kind of a young 19. But we did a video, we grabbed her and said, hey, come and do a video, let's have some fun. And that's what we did. And we had some fun, and we showed her and we said, what are your dreams? What would you dream of? Well, I know little girls who look at movie stars and have all kinds of wishes and hopes that they will one day marry a movie star. Is there anything wrong with that? No, there's not. I know kids who are out there practicing on a basketball court that can hardly shoot 5 hoops, and they dream of being the next Michael Jordan. So people have dreams, and I think it's interesting to hear what people's dreams are, and that's what we did. Now, in the case of Jessica, Jessica's a mature, lovely woman. No, she was not. Apparently somebody said she was dressed inappropriately, probably from one of the idiots that we've blocked. So we never saw the comment. We saw other saner people saying, I didn't think she was dressed inappropriately. She was dressed in a singlet, wearing a bra, and she had shorts on. Oh, how daring. She lives in the Philippines. People wear shorts. When we showed her helping us with the food give out, she was wearing a short dress. And underneath the short dress, guess what? She had shorts on. So this is a mode of dressing. One of our friends actually said to me about Taliklik, oh, by the way, buy her some other dresses, not that 5-year-old dress that she keeps wearing. She wears a tiny short dress, and underneath she wears shorts. That's the way that they dress here a lot of the time. So things are different, and so are people. So what we're really trying to do is to get people to be more tolerant and not be so judgmental. God, it's so easy to sit there in your armchair and judge what other people should and shouldn't do. Now, if you're religious and study the Bible, let me give you this one. And this from a person, namely me, who is judged as being a non-believer. Christ said, why are you judging your brother for having a splinter in his eye when you've got a log in yours? Look it up in the Bible. I'm not very good at saying it was chapter and verse, but I read that. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to have fun. We're trying to, and if that fun means that somebody, as several people have done, look at Jessica and say, my God, that's a beautiful woman, and wants to know her, how bad is that? How far away from helping people have we come? Not very far. We're not out there searching, putting blanket ads in the paper saying, if you're looking for meeting your soulmate, get in touch with us because we've got hundreds on our files. No, we don't, and don't intend to. So for anybody who's out there who's feeling they are disappointed, one person said, I'm a little disappointed that you now seem to be branching out. We're doing things different so that the channel doesn't just get boring. I mean, a lot of people thought that because we were involved for a while in surgical procedures which were life and death, that it was getting a little bit of a depressing trip to come on the channel. Then others said, you should be doing houses. We do houses, and then somebody else says it's impossible to please everybody, and we have actually stopped trying. We have somebody who said, and he said this before, threatened, if I hear any more out of sync videos and you're not interested in doing anything about it, I may just have to move on. And I said to him, if that's what you want to do, then you must do that. Now, he's appeared again and said the same thing. Well, apparently you're not interested in improving the sound quality, so I don't even, and here's the threat, here's his punishment. And yes, we are punished. So the punishment is he's not watching the videos. This will mean countless decimal points of pesos, centavos to us. So we're really worried about this. Actually, we are worried. We are concerned about the sound, and we do want it. And it really gets to me if I watch one of our videos and the sound sync goes out, and I wish to hell we could get everything there. Now somebody says, guess what? This probably, dare I say, it might be a troll. Well, if with the thousands of dollars that you're earning from your YouTube channel, you can't buy a better mic, well, what's that about? Well, okay, you can find someone else to go to, and you can do that anytime you like. We do want to please everybody, and if anybody has ever written to me and failed to get a personal response, they need to sit right down and write me a letter, because I never ignore personal messages, never. And people get a personal message back, which is equivalent, proportional to what they sent. If you said hi, I say hi back. If you say hello, how are you? I say I'm fine. I hope that you are the same. So, if you tell me your life story, which always fascinates me, I will stay with it and comment in like. I hope that we have cleared up a little of what our intention is. Our intention is the same as it always was. We are passionately committed to helping people who are in need that we pass on our everyday life. We are also passionately committed to having a fun life, and that's why we do what we do. The videos are not always deadly serious. They're not always about people who can't afford to have a hysterectomy or get their gallstone handled. They're not always about that. They're not always about families being split apart, but sometimes they are. Now, they're also sometimes about young people having dreams. What are their dreams? We showed BB cooking. Does anybody out there seriously think that BB is allowed to go into the kitchen and cook our food? I don't think so. Is BB going to be a star? She's a star to us and to a lot of other people. And for those who said, we want to see BB's house, well, you will see BB's house. And Tata, her father, and Maricel, her mother, will be there too. But for the fun of it, BB will get to show us around. Why? Because it's fun. Because BB is fun. Is it child labour? Let me see. I hadn't thought of that one until this very moment. So, lighten up, please, people. For those who are out on a new trip, we're still the same. We're still helping people. We're still working very, very hard at doing what we do. And we ask you to stay with us, right? If you're still worried about the lip sync, and maybe I'm having that problem right now, look back in a couple of weeks. Maybe we'll have made it perfect for you. I hope so. This is a foreigner in the Philippines, probably speaking out of who knows. I hope.